we are getting absolutely rinsed. Welcome to 28 Days of Pokemon, where every day through February we document and share a new Pokemon adventure. We have made it to the Ascended Heroes release, at least the Texticker collections. So today I've got 4 Texticker collections to open. It's just going to be a straight pack opening. We'll see what we pull. If you saw our last video, I did manage to balance out our numbers. So we do have 2 Ghastlies and 2 Charmanders to open today. And then we have a nice stack that is set aside for the live stream next Thursday. So we'll rip into it and see what we get. So I wasn't going to try and open those blisters on camera because they are an absolute nightmare. But we have our 2 Gengar ones here. We have our 2 Charmander ones. I have kept them kind of separate just so that we can actually see if we do get some hits, whether or not they've all come from one blister, whether they're spread across blisters. So yeah, let's start ripping into it and see how we go. Future Sharon here. I've just loaded everything up to start editing, and I found that for some reason we don't have sound from the studio mic. Don't know what happened, whether I bumped the cable or something, but I just wanted to throw in a quick apology because the hand cam, which is what the sound's coming from instead, peaks when I'm handling packs. So it goes crackly, it goes weird. I am really sorry. Hopefully it shouldn't be too bad, but yeah, don't know. Technology issue of the day. I am really excited to have some new ones to open. It's been a while since we've had anything new. If you've been watching my videos, if you've seen the recent ones, I have almost mastered Phantasmal, except for basically the 4 biggest hits, of course. Didn't pull any of those. So we've been seeing a lot of the same cards. This does have some repeats from earlier sets in it, but I like this one. This is the person who did the Bubble Mew, Uskman. So it's kind of cool to see some new art, some new cards. Mimikyu, that is, I think that's an old one that's been reprinted from Destined, maybe. We've got, of course, there's the energy reverses, there's the Pokeball reverses, and then sort of your standard holos. We opened 6 packs last night and got 2 EXs out of them, so nothing huge, but, you know, better than nothing. I've sort of been itching all day to get onto this, but there's our Bubble Mew artist again. This is a new card, I think. Phantom. There's also some new Pokemon that are back in these that haven't been around for a while. So Glastria's not been around. I don't know if that was in any Scarlet and Violet ones. Snorunt has been. I like that art. That's got the Aurora in it, similar to the Dugong from Mugar. And then we have the Miss Magius holo. Last pack from my first one. So yeah, I was looking at the Rayquaza because we got just the, I think, normal holo Rayquaza yesterday. Rayquaza hasn't been in anything since Crown Zenith. So yeah, so there's definitely some Pokemon that haven't been around for a bit. I don't think the Wurmple line, so Silcoon, Cascoon, and all of those have been in anything for a while either. Numel, I really love the illustration of the Numel. Ends PP up. We have, of course, seen that from Journey. People are happy to see that one back again, and especially with its own full art. We have Gabite, another Gabite. So this is the Rocket Reverse. So this is in place of the Pokeball. You can get Rocket Reverse ones for the Rocket Pokemon. So Tarantula, and then Honchkrow for our reverse. So nothing at all from our first blister. Glad we didn't have this one as one of our packs last night, because that would have been very uninteresting for that video. At least we've got some more chances. And we have rubbish everywhere around the studio at the moment. We've had a busy couple of days with the live stream last night. We had, and then we ran straight from that to the release night to film the release night video, which was the video that came out yesterday. And then today is this one. It's been very, very busy. And then we've got Jake's birthday coming up. So we've got Carcole, Gibble, and Miss Magius again. I did try and spread these around so they're from different places, so hopefully they're not like any similarities or coincidence. But yeah, we've got Jake's birthday is coming up on Monday, I think. So I'm trying to work out something to organise for that. But if you are in our premiere on Monday, feel free to wish him a happy birthday. So I think this is today's video, so it'll be a couple of videos from now. we are, hey, we have a Psyduck. Our fans will be happy, and it's our energy one. So, and there's our Iono's Kilowattrel and Honchkrow. There's a really cool Wattrel card that Toby is really excited about. He loves the Iono's Kilowattrel from Journey. So he's, excited to see that one. I think that's probably his chase for the set. There we go. We have last pack for our second blister. Now moving through these very quickly and not getting a lot for them. So hopefully we do a bit better in the second half. Or this is just a God pack. So this does have God packs. I thought there was Holo Energies. I haven't seen any yet. That doesn't mean they're not there. Rotom. We know Troy loves Rotom. Team Rocket's Energy. So yeah, so some of these have come from earlier sets. I'm pretty sure that Rotom was in Destined, I think. Vikavolt and Terapagos. Pretty sure this is from Stella. So, not Stella, from Surging Sparks. So the themes for this set sort of range basically across the last year. So they're based on the high class set and the starter deck. The start deck 100s, I think they're called, from the Japanese ones. And they have basically incorporated a combination of some new cards and then a bunch of old ones from the sets that have sort of been featured over the previous year. So that would start from Surging Sparks. So there's some Stellar Terra Pokemon, like the Pikachu and ones like that. In here, which are a nod to Surging Sparks. There's the Journey Together and Destined Rivals trainer Pokemon. And then there's like some new ones like Canary. There's some Mega ones in there, which is obviously the Mega for the Phantasmal and whatnot. So is it Petrarunt? We're still doing nothing. There's got to be a God pack in here to make up for some of this, because if we open 12 packs and don't pull anything, that is going to be very disappointing. So we didn't get anything at all from our Ghastly side. Not even an EX yet. I do like that Wurmple card, but it's going to get a little bit tiresome fairly quickly. So yeah, so we've got a range of obviously, the Destined Rivals, ones that sort of are associated with the different sets. And that over the past era, which is kind of a bit of a thing that the high class sets do. Pokeball, I don't actually know what that Pokeball is. And then Zekrom. So this is a new one. Obviously there's an Ends Reshiram. So the Ends Zekrom is a new addition in this set. But Zekrom was obviously featured across, I think, a few sets through the last year. It's definitely in Black Bolt and White Flare. It might have been another one too, I can't remember. Noibat. I like Noibat. Totodile, Pokepad, Diglett. We have just finished our 30-day series, which was done with Deep Pocket Monster. It was a workshop thing that he was running, so that has been a lot of fun. And it was like, I learned a lot about like the recent sets. There we go. We have our first full art. So supporter card, Canary. So at least we're not going home completely empty-handed, but 3 more packs, see if we get something. At least Charmander's on the board. Ghastly completely flaked out on us. Alright. So I'm not sure about these Holo Energies. I thought that there were some, but haven't seen any, so I might be wrong about that. But usually they do have them in the special sets. So... see Heliolisk. There's so many different Pokemon, like, I'm looking through seeing cards that I haven't actually seen yet in any of the packs we've opened, and we're about 15-16 packs deep now if you count the ones from last night. So there's another Zekrom. But there's so many cards in this set. It's absolutely insane. So it's going to be I'm not even trying to master it. It's going to be way too much, but I will collect what I can of it. Even if I'm not like making any real efforts to master it, I'll still usually at least try and collect the base set for something. Oh, there we go. We do have Holo Energies. So we have a Holo Electric Energy. It took so long to find that. But there's just so many hit cards, and especially given that apparently my hit rates are terrible, I'm not going to be particularly So the trainer cards, from what I can tell, the trainer cards just have a reverse holo. They don't have an energy, they don't have a Pokeball. They just have the reverse holo. Or at least that's the case in the Japanese. I assume it's going to be the same for English. Last pack. If all we get for all of that is one full art, that is going to be a bit disappointing, but that is also the name of the game and kind of in line with my standard hit rates. So roly goly, it's a cute Pokemon, Pikachu. I'd love to get the James Turner Pikachu, the one with the pink background, Stellaterra Pikachu EX card from this. That one's really, really cool. So, and yeah, James Turner is nothing. So James Turner was the first Westerner to be to design any arts for Pokemon. So a cool backstory for that card. I feel like I can't leave it there. We'll open one more Charmander, since Charmander was our the one that was good to us and was also on the top of the pile. I am hoping that this just means that we are saving our hits for the stream next week. Everything else I have, almost everything else I have, is going into next week's live stream. I have a couple that I'm keeping aside, and I've got one pack that I am going to be opening just for some shorts, because I just need a little bit of a stop gap while I get the next round of shorts ready, because we are moving on from our Phantasmal ones. So there you go, Beanet. Item card, another item card. Now I'm pretty sure that all of the, I don't know if it's all the hits or just some, that's definitely one from Destined Rivals. I don't know if it's all the hits or just some of the hits are in the first reverse spot in this set, not the second one. I know definitely some of them are in the first reverse spot. I'm not sure if they alternate or if that's sort of the case for all of them. So it means that the usual, pause when you get to your first reverse holo doesn't actually work anymore. Stunfisk. I would like to get just one illustration rare. I have not had an illustration rare now out of, what are we up to? Almost 20 packs. Nope, Buddy Poffin. At least that's quite playable from what I understand. Cascoon and Petron. One of the videos that we do have coming up in our 28-day series is a TCG playoff between Jake and I, where we're both going to be opening one of the trainer toolkits and building our own decks using the instructions from that. So we've both played a little bit. Deck building can be something completely new, but we're going to have a playoff in that, and the prize is going to be I think one of the 30th anniversary collections. So if I win it, then I get to rip it. If Jake wins it, then it gets to go in his seal collection. So we thought that might be a little bit of fun. So just trying to explore the different sides. The Surfer in the SIR is by Okubo. I'm probably about the only person who has that as a chase. But yeah, so we're sort of trying to branch out a little bit, look at a few different things. There is our first reverse holo, our second reverse holo. We are getting absolutely rinsed. So there is a lot of not much, but thank you for watching, and hopefully we have some more in our live stream next week. So that will be on Thursday at 8:30. Otherwise we have our daily videos at the moment that are going live at 6:30 p.m. each day, Melbourne time. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks for watching.